Welcome back to another Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Heroes video.
KOTOR. KOTOR.
KOTOR.
I love Revan. I love Revan.
Well, you guys really like Knights of the Old Republic and Revan. I got to give props to the game. I'm actually strongly considering streaming the game. I think I got to get an old Xbox to do that because I understand the game is really buggy on all consoles or even PC. It's horrible on an iPad. I own an iPad. You own it on Steam on PC, right?
Yeah, I got it for PC and Xbox, and it's a lot buggier on PC. I might have to try to play it on Xbox. I don't know. It's definitely a game that hasn't aged well, but it's just one of those things you just got to spend a couple hours getting into it. I'm pretty sure it's how Fallout series is. The first few Fallouts are horrible, but once you spend the first 2 hours getting past the intro, I'm assuming it's going to be a good game.
All right, so
I'm not saying it's a bad game.
We're going to talk about farming and how much is it going to cost to get Darth Revan.
Yeah.
First things first, you and I are taking a different approach on getting these characters. We're talking about Bastila, Canderous Order, Juhani, Karth, and Nessie. And the reason why we're talking about that is because Sith Marauder is the logon for this month. And then we're also this picture right here with a triple Zeta Gamorrean Guard next to a Zeta HK-47 means what? Tell us, Arnold.
Oh, so I think it's really that screenshot that you saw there, which, by the way, can we just appreciate that? We're reacting to your video of us reacting, to McMull reacting, to the Warriors video reacting to the footage that Capital Games sent us. I just got to say.
This is like Inception right here behind us.
That's YouTube at its finest right now. We're doing
reacting. We're going Inception here, man.
This right here, though, that screenshot was definitely a big oopsie, and that right there made me realize, all right, I am not missing another Knights of the Old Republic train. I did not get Jedi Revan out of principle, and the game screwed you over if you did not get Jedi Revan the first time around. The game has been the most miserable for me the past several months. So that screenshot right there that you just saw basically kind of confirms for me either Malak or Revan is coming sometime soon, I would think, and because we've already seen all the teasers kind of building up to one of those two with the Jedi training, the Jedi Revan trailer.
So
and
let me
stuff
ask
like
you
that.
this: is Malak triple Zeta worthy? And if so, why would they put Malak with HK-47?
So we need a lot of assumptions here. First of all, I'm assuming they're never going to give 3 Zetas to a non-journey character. I'm assuming Hero's Journey, Ancient Journey, and maybe Villain Journey will get 3 Zetas.
What if Darth Revan's going to be the first quad Zeta character?
Mind blown. Would they make Knights? How could they make Knights of the Old Republic so powerful? I don't know. So that right there, I would think it's going to be Jedi Revan with 3 Zetas, and plus to further it, HK-47 is in that screenshot with a Zeta. So it kind of, we've seen a lot of HK-47 teasers with Carrie and her Road Ahead blog post and seeing him get reworked artwork and stuff like that. I'm thinking he's getting it. And Revan and HK, they got a bromance going on here. So I would think we're seeing both of those there because that Gamorrean Guard is probably placeholder art for Darth Revan. And it could very well be Malak potentially because Malak is kind of like in that whole line of story for Revan. So it's hard to say, but maybe HK-47 just has a lot of anti-Jedi synergy for all we know. Who knows? But I'm thinking that screenshot is showing HK-47 with Darth Revan, and them having synergy together would make a lot of sense. And I'm hoping HK-47 make the droids better than what Grievous could have done. That's what I'm hoping for. So I'm excited about HK-47. I am excited about that.
So let's talk about this, though. Malak was mentioned in a Twitter post by EA. And so it's not unlikely that they're going to release Malak. Are they going to do Malak after Darth Revan, or are they going to do it before Darth Revan?
Well, of course, the people in the comment section could correct us, but from what I know, Malak and Revan were Jedi at one point. Then Vitiate turned them into Sith. Malak screwed over Revan. Revan becomes a Jedi again, and then he takes over Malak, and then Revan becomes. It's like there's a lot of back and forth with Revan, but it's hard to say, man. With this game, it's hard to predict these things. This is a weird period for Galaxy of Heroes where it's hard to predict the future for this game. So I don't think it makes sense to do Darth Revan then Darth Malak. Who knows? I don't know. It's really hard to say.
So I just want to put it out there that we don't know what's coming, whether it's going to be a legendary 5-star unlock Malak or a 7-star unlock Malak or a 7-star unlock Revan or a 8-star Revan unlock? Who knows? Because he's gonna be quadruple Zeta. He's the end all
Red
to the
stars,
Star Wars
right?
universe. So how much is it gonna cost to unlock Darth Revan? We're just gonna call it Darth Revan to keep it simple. And you are doing something a little different than me, and I just want to explain what I'm doing because I don't know what they're going to require, and until the requirements are announced, I'm not going to spend hundreds of dollars on something I don't know, for one, if it's good or what the requirement's going to be. Now, what I'm expecting and what I don't want to happen is what happened to me last time when I was getting Jedi Knight Revan, is the pack had Jolee, Bastila, T3 and 4. I had Bastila all the way up, and those packs were just programmed to give me like unlimited amount of Bastila. It's like just throwing money in a trash can.
That was like $400, $500 or something like that, right?
Yeah, good for you if you're free to play, by the way. I just want to give everybody big shout out to everybody in the chat that is free to play. You're smarter than me, apparently.
We have reasons for doing what we're doing. Like for me personally, the way I look at it is the reason why, like if I was not making YouTube videos, I wouldn't care as much. But for me, it's like I missed out on so much Jedi Revan videos, and we don't really have working test accounts that are good to use anymore like in the past. So for me, if I don't get Darth Malak or Revan, I'm missing out on dozens of videos that I can make otherwise. So that's the reason why we're doing it.
I hope everybody understands that it's when we get these characters and we unlock that, most of the time it's a business decision.
That's exactly what it was.
Because we get to write it off and so on, and then we get to make videos. And because the test counts are shambles, we're kind of forced to get these characters at this point, which is fine. And so what I want to do it as efficiently as possible. Now, because of that pack situation, what I'm doing right now with Juhani and Karth and Canderous Ordo is I want to get them all to the similar level of shards. So I can go up from 4 to 5. So I will buy Karth. I will do 2 refreshes a day on him, and then if he ever shows up in a pack for like 1,600, like in the shipments or something like that, I will do that until all of these characters, probably all of them will be about 6 stars by the time that anything comes out in a couple of weeks. And that's kind of my goal, is to get all of them up to 6 stars, hope they have some amazing packs, because packs are cheaper now, right? You bought the Grievous packs, right? They're cheaper, right?
Yeah, the Droidekas pack, but that's Marquee pack. They doing these faction bundle packs like they did of Jedi Knight Revan, they might be the same exact cost as before. So that much I don't know, but the Droideka packs going forward, they definitely are about $50 to $100 cheaper if you got the Droideka pack compared to the B1. I got a little lucky on that, but in general, though, just the math, it works out to that they end up being cheap. But who knows?
Palpatine was cheaper too. The way that they launched Palpatine was a new way, and that was quite a bit cheaper than the normal Marquee ship release.
Oh, the Palpatine ship. Yeah. That was definitely a little bit different. I don't think that's how Darth Revan's going to get rolled out.
Nobody cares about ships. Just saying, not a lot. Some people do. I'm saying that sarcastically. Yeah. People, of course, care about ships, but there's definitely more interest in.
Let me just say, I've been saying the same rank for like 2 weeks in ships, and no one's like touched me. It's like, oh, all right, I'll just keep collecting my free crystals every day.
So that's what I'm doing with these 4 characters. Is I'm trying to get them all similar star levels, because I don't know if it's gonna be a 5-star unlock or 7-star unlock, because I don't know anything. What are you doing with yours?
So my motivations are slightly different than yours, because you had Revan, you're comfy. I'm more of like, I'm a ticked off Galaxy of Heroes player. I didn't get Revan the first time around. This game is miserable. I am not missing the next KOTOR train. So what I'm doing, plus my mindset is I don't like opening packs. They aren't really fun to open up. You had a mental breakdown your first time. I had a mental breakdown my first time. And so what I'm doing is I put $100 already down as my down payment for Darth whatever coming soon. And that already jumped up my farming exponentially for Bastila, Karth, and Juhani, which are the only ones I'm missing so far, if we're assuming those are going to be the needed characters. I'm predicting it's going to cost about $200, $250 at the very most to get 4 or 5 characters to 7 stars. And that's kind of what I'm doing. When I see them pop up in shipments, I'll grab them. And if we have 2-3 weeks before the Revan event or Malak event comes out, I'll have them ready. I just want to avoid packs. I don't like doing packs, but if you do want to buy packs, you probably want to get them to an equal shard level before you start opening packs and getting a bunch of repeats.
That's my thing. If you're interested in watching my mental breakdown video, it's up here in the top right-hand corner. That's actually probably one of my top viewed videos in a long time. I think I got 100,000 views.
I think that was your most liked video on this channel too.
But at the end of the day, I was able to unlock the most powerful character this game has ever seen with an 88% meta report, which is insane. I think it was accidental how powerful he was, and I was able to get 6 characters for around $400 US. Comparing that to Marquee pricing, that is not bad. Plus the level of importance.
Well, look at the B1 and Droideka. I spent almost was it like $400 or something like that on just 2 characters, and they're not meta-defining characters at all. Yeah, it's a lot of money when you think of it. Like $250 in a mobile game, it's definitely absurd. I'm not saying that's a good number to have, but in terms of thinking of value for Galaxy of Heroes, its own internal economy, I mean, $300 to $400, you could buy yourself a nice desk, a computer, or PS4 or something.
Yeah, but this is a hobby for a lot of people.
It's a hobby, yes.
It's a hobby, and if disposable income for sure. This is an expensive game to play, and for us, not only as a hobby, we also do YouTube, so that's fun, right?
Right, but just thinking in terms of the value of the characters in this game, getting 4 or 5 characters and the most overpowered character for the price of $300, $400, or maybe $250, like it may be in my situation, that's some of the best bang for your buck for this game. So if Darth Revan or Malak is going to have an impact, or at least change the meta direction that Jedi Knight Revan has absolutely decimated, it's a lot of value for a character. But again, we don't know the requirements. It might be just a bunch of Sith that we already have. Maybe Traya Scion, maybe Sith Marauder, Sith Assassin. Who knows? That's the problem. Right. We're kind of chasing after characters that we're just assuming based off history, just seeing how things rolled out marquee-wise for Jedi Knight Revan. We're just assuming these characters would be needed. But I see a lot of comments in the chat, like they're saying, I don't see how this character would connect to Darth Revan, yada, yada, yada. So who knows? Maybe it could be Darth Malak, because like Juhani, she was helping, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, people, she was helping Jedi Knight Revan take out Malak. So they were kind of part of like a strike crew or something like that, if I'm correct. So maybe it's Malak. I don't know. It's so hard to say right now. Expectations are thrown out the door right now. But we're just kind of chasing something and putting our down payment on, hoping that it's going to be what we think it is.
Yeah, so I have spent up to $400 before to get Jedi Knight Revan, so that's kind of about my earmarked amount. If that's going to cost, hopefully I can do it for $200 like you're suggesting. Something else I want to talk about before we end this video is, what is the cost to take a character up to gear 12?
Oh.
I don't know. Like if you have to rush it, like if you're rushed, what would you say if you were going to put a number on it? I always thought it was about $100, but I could be wrong.
It's hard to say. Like, it depends on how much you're stockpiling. Like, for all the droid stuff, I did not have to flip a dime to gear up the characters, because I had so many stun guns and stun cuffs saved up and carbantes and whatnot. I didn't have to flip a penny. But if let's say you don't have any stun guns and stuff like that, I mean, what's one full stun gun cost? That's $2,800.
Yeah,
it's $2,800, something like that, or $2,500.
For the full one that has both the Carbanti and the stun guns. The one that's $2,800. Yeah.
If let's say the Darth Revan needs like 5 stun guns and you have none, and you need all these carbantes and all these stun guns and stuff like that, and all the stuff in between, it could easily creep up to $100.
Because we've talked about this before, is that the true bottleneck in this game, without a doubt, is gearing characters.
100%. 100%.
And they've made it easier recently with the Shard Store a little bit to gear up characters. But at the end of the day, gearing up characters is the way that we're tricked into spending money, if you will, if you really want to rush it, because you have to hoard, and then when it's time to spend, you have to spend if you need a character to get going. So I just want to hear from the comments section if what their experience has been, because I asked a developer this question directly and he did not give me an answer. I was kind of poking fun at him. It's just like, this is the guy that would know, but I guess that is secret info. And so I'm just hoping to get like a generic idea, kind of an anecdotal answer from the question. All right, well, be sure to head over to Arnold's channel, and guess what? Who's going to do the giveaway today? Are you going to do the giveaway today?
Me?
Yes.
Me?
Yes.
Oh,
we're
my
going to do a
gosh.
special guest giveaway today.
Oh my gosh. This is my favorite part of the show. Thank you for this honor, Mr. Mobile Gamer. Well, thank you for watching this video, and we hope you did like it. If you did, please smash that like, and if you did so, you'll be getting for free in your test account an 8-star I didn't know the correct word. What's the...
I'm going to edit it out. I'm going to put a beep there and just leave it like that and end the video.